myself Sunita Ogle, working for Viva Institute of Pharmacy. So on behalf of Viva Group of Educational Institutions, I would like to welcome our today's chief speaker, you can say brilliant innovators or researchers, that is Dr.Hadi Shafiee and Mr.Sultan Khetani. Management members of Viva Group, teachers and students. I feel that we are should be very lucky. We feel very lucky because today we gather here to just part of the lecture which Dr. Hadi is going to deliver on their innovative research. The name of the topic is detection of HIV/AIDS, which is on by the paper microchip. So as all of we know that this HIV/AIDS, which is a deadly disease which affected globally, and if the detection of any disease, if you do it accurately and effectively, then I think that is the first step towards the management of any disease. So now may I request our trustee member, Mr. Sanjeev Patil sir, to welcome Dr. Hadi with the bouquet as a token of our love. May I request Mr. Gareth sir just to welcome Mr. Sultan. Let me tell you that Mr. Sultan is our ex-student. Thank you, sir. Thank you, Patil sir. Thank you, Gareth sir. Now may I request our trustee member, Mr. Shashank Patil sir, to brief us about the Viva Educational Institutes. Shashank sir.
Our principal, Dr. Bhagat sir, our pharmacy principal, Dr. Kabnurkar sir, our guest of honor today, Dr. Hadi Shafiee, our alumni, Sultan Khetani, his mentors for so many years who are present today, and all other dignitaries on the stage as well as in front of me. Today we are actually hosting our alumni who is part of a global research and whose research is being considered for the top honors by none other than Harvard Medical School. However, Dr. Shafiee, all of us know this area, but you do not know. I will take a few minutes to explain how Viva came about. Viva College was started with just 35 students. We are today 30,000 students. But we started off with 35 students, mainly from rural background, because when we started off this college 20 years back, at that time Virar was considered as rural. The only utility of Virar was the suburban train which used to come and terminate at Virar. At that point of time, there was acute paucity of educational seats for even 11th standard, and due to which many students from our area were left without a seat. So our chairman, who was the first time MLA at that point of time, he decided that there should be there should not be any restriction for students' education. So we started off with 35 students. Their percentage, in India, we talk in terms of percentage. We don't talk in terms of achievements, but we talk in terms of, the percentage of marks gathered by the students. So very low percentages were there, but from there we started. And today, as I said, we have 30,000 students. We have art, science, commerce college, different parts of commerce and science colleges, meaning to say, physics, chemistry, maths, biotechnology. We have degree courses as well as post-graduation courses. We started this college first. Thought that there is a necessity for MBA. So MBA program was started. Then there was a necessity for postgraduate courses in science, arts and commerce. So we started off with that. Then in 2009 it was felt that we should be having professional courses other than MBA at our end, and that is why we started with our engineering college, wherein we have electronics, telecommunication, computer science, mechanical engineering, civil engineering, electrical engineering. Then at that same time, we started off with pharmacy college, architectural college, fine arts college. And while doing this, Doctor, you would imagine that, most of the universities in US might be doing this. Why it is important here? Because we are straddling urban, semi-urban and rural areas. Most of the students who are coming here are coming from economically challenged background. Most of the students would not have had the opportunity to, take their education in their, field of their liking, or, any further, because Mumbai University is very competitive. To get a seat for your desired course is very difficult. All the students here know what is the competition they must have faced while getting into their respective courses. So all these difficulties were there and we started off. But while doing that, what we did was that, we said that whatever it takes, the students may be coming from rural area, whatever it takes, they will get the best. They will get the best of everything. We have the best laboratories here. We have a research center. We can show you after we finish with this program, where students from Mumbai University's prestigious colleges are coming here to Virar. It is a reverse migration happening. They are coming here and getting their education. We not only looked after the education part, but moral part also. Our college is 100% IPR compliant college. 100%. In India, and IPR problems are blown out of proportion. They go hand in hand. As far as American lexicon is concerned, India and software piracy, etc., etc., etc. But let me tell you, we have 100% IPR compliant college here in Virar. We have strategic partnerships with global giants like Microsoft Corporation, wherein we have campus agreements. Their Microsoft Academy is here. We recently tied up with SAP for their academy here. Center of Excellence is here. Then we have Adobe, Corel, Autodesk, all those engineering softwares like SolidWorks, Siemens, PLM, etc., etc., etc. All of them we have, and they are bought legally. Okay, so what our management thought was, when we are teaching our students, we should give them, everything that is correct. We cannot preach what we do not practice. So today we have about 400 acres of land dedicated especially to education, okay, where we will be expanding. I was having a word with Madam, and she mentioned that there are assistantship available at Harvard, or there are opportunities for our students to get into the research, etc., etc. with Harvard. We would welcome that. We thank you for coming here, and the research that you and Sultan and your team are undertaking, our students will be glad to be part of the research team, and they will do whatever best they could for getting that coveted award to you and Sultan. Thank you.
Thank you, Shashank sir, for giving a broad picture of what is Viva and the group of education institutions at Viva. We are actually very privileged, sir, Dr. Shafiee and Sultan, of course. Mughal Madam already introduced Sultan to be our alumni. We are very pleased to have you here. I have been given the responsibility to introduce the topic on what both of them are going to speak. And we all know about AIDS. It's a very deadly disease. And the first step towards it is how to diagnose it. There are several tests available in the market, but the diagnostic part is one of the matter of concern because it's equally costly. Dr. Hadi, Shafiee and his team have come out with one idea, or I would say a pioneering idea, on how to diagnose HIV with the microchip. And I guess it is better and right to know from these experts. So not taking much of time, I request Professor Mr. Mahendra Garat to please introduce Shafiee, Sultan Khetani.
Thank you, Rohan sir. Good morning, everybody. Respected guests on the dais and all teachers, as well as my dear friends. Mr. Sultan Khetani was an ex-student of Utkarsh Junior College in the year 2004-2006. I know him personally because I had taught him chemistry in 11th as well as in 12th standard. He was a very regular and attentive student. In every year during the first practical of 11th standard, I asked questions to students, what will be you in the future? Many students told me, I will be an engineer or doctor or teacher, etc. I remember that he had replied, I will be a doctor. He sounded very confident in his answer. This soft-spoken, sincere, intelligent boy was a student of B Division. I had observed him very closely in the college. He was an interactive student, asked many times various questions during lectures as well as practicals. Those days, I had thought that this boy will be a successful person in his life, and today we can see that it has become true. Sultan lived in the Life Foundation hostel, which is near my friend's house, so many times I had met him on the way. We discussed about studies. Sometimes he told me about his family. His father ran a grocery store in the Gujarat, and he completed his education by living in the hostel at the age of 4. Sultan wanted to be a doctor, but because of financial problem and the CET marks, he didn't admit for the medicine. But his interest in biology did not stop him, and